I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. Then you have a 1st, 14th, 5th, and so many other amendments to the Constitution to speak and do as you please, as long as it's in a mannerable, a non-violent, mannerable way. But anyway, what I want to talk to y'all today about is the NAACP and all right now, the NAACP and the national chapter president, Derrick Johnson. I believe they're in Baltimore, Maryland now instead of Washington, D.C. But on April the 11th, 2022, me and my youngest daughter, she was 15 then, she's 16 now, we went to Carbondale, Illinois to SIU campus, Southern Illinois University campus, where Derrick Johnson was invited to speak by the city of Carbondale in the NAACP. And I got a chance to speak to him personally when they was letting people ask questions. And my question was to him, was concerning my then 45-year-old son, may he rest in peace, who was found hung in Carbondale, Illinois on Friday, March the 19th, 2021. Common sense and science will show you from the way he was hung, rigor mortis had to be set in already, the way his body was positioned in this hallway and the way the belt was tied. But I tried to talk to him concerning, I had filed a complaint with the NAACP in Carbondale, Illinois, with the president of the Carbondale, Illinois, president for the NAACP chapter, and with the CEO or the chairperson of the criminal department of the NAACP in Carbondale. I found it on May the 11th, 2021 via email. Now, when I found this here, I didn't get a response back after a month, so I emailed the president, Linda Flowers, of the Carbondale chapter, Illinois chapter, and Nancy Maxwell, the chairperson of the criminal department of the NAACP chapter in Carbondale, Illinois. I emailed them on June the 24th. On June the 26th, Linda Flowers responded and told me, because I asked her, did they get my email and what was the status? She told me they did receive my email, and she said it's being on hold right now until the Carbondale, Illinois Police Department and the Illinois State Police, I don't even know if she said the Illinois State Police, but I know she said the Carbondale Police Department finished their investigation. Now, Nancy Maxwell, the chairperson of the criminal department, never got back with me. And today has been 560 days. They haven't yet sent me something saying we're not going to investigate or we investigated. And let me tell you why. Because after I get through speaking, I'm going to show you something that the national president, Derrick Johnson, sent me recently, a personal email, and it wasn't about my son, it was about money. That's what the NAACP has shown me and my two youngest daughters, 16 and 17 years old. They joined the NAACP when they was 15 and 16. All three of us joined, and we active members now. But Linda Flowers is on a board that elected the chief of police of Carbondale. Linda Flowers is also on a committee for the city of Carbondale that investigate the police when they're doing wrong. So we know why they ain't got involved. See, I didn't know this at first. Doing my investigation, I found out. Nancy Maxwell, every time she pop up, she working hand in hand, her and the Jackson County, Illinois, a prosecuting attorney who refused to prosecute my son. Continue to investigate my son's death as an homicide. They never investigated it as a homicide. Always said suicide, and that's what they eventually called it, a suicide. But I'm seeing now why I can't get no help, because the people that I seeked help from, black Democrats, NAACP, they working hand in hand with these people. The same here in Charleston, Missouri. The NAACP, they connected with the police department. They connected with the people that I'm filing stuff against, like the Charleston, Missouri Housing Authority, who barred me from their property for merely videotaping a family on the corner, across of my bushes that live in the projects, was putting filth in my bushes, tearing up my property, but they wouldn't help. But I want you to look and see, here it is, Derek Johnson told me that they don't have the finance and they don't get involved in cases like my son's case. But yet, you can ask me, you have the audacity to ask me to help you put the gap in $125,000 that y'all trying to get for volunteers for voters. If I gave you any more money, I've been giving money to the NAACP, I would give it to Donald Trump and the Ku Klux Klan before I give it to the NAACP. I know that they not for me, so why I'm gonna give it to somebody that I thought was for me? You see what I'm saying? And if you a Democrat and you for all the people, that's one thing. But the Democrats that I done seen in Carbondale, Illinois, in Jackson County, in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, the Democrats and the black leaders is not for the black community. All you got to do is take a look around. But anyway, I'm going to end it like this here. I want y'all to help me. Those of y'all that know who Roland Martin is, he got an unfiltered show. And I want y'all to email him like I did and ask him to help look into my son's death, his homicide. They staged it as a suicide. But anyway, y'all, this ain't the first time I got something from the NAACP. I done went to some of their programs where me and my daughter paid $40 to get in, and we didn't get nothing out of what they talking about. They talk about what they done did and retired. You see what I'm saying? Linda Flowers in Carbondale, Illinois, talking about she was a school teacher for 30 years, but here it is, she on the board, the school board in Carbondale, Illinois, and I told her about a white female school teacher that's a parent educator at the Carbondale, Illinois rebound school named Katie Valliant, Valliant. And what's that other name, baby girl? How you spell it? I mean, how you pronounce it? It's Babcock.
Babcock.
Babcock. She used Babcock instead of Valliant, but she got caught, her and her husband, Michael Valliant, a convicted murderer, drug dealer, got caught spending my son food stamps 39 days after he was dead. The Carbondale police didn't do nothing about it. The prosecuting attorney in Carbondale, Illinois didn't do nothing about it. Linda Flowers and the NAACP, none of them did nothing about it. They won't even help me here in Charleston, Missouri. But one thing about it, God has got people looking at it, and I want y'all to share this here and keep sharing it until we get somebody to help us. Me and my 2 daughters, I'm a single black father, activist, standing up against racism. You see what I'm saying? Fighting against blacks that try to help cover up racism. But one thing about it, God has fought my battles, and he helping me reveal what's going on. Now, look at this email that Derek Johnson sent me, but yet he won't get involved with what's going on with my son's death, saying that they don't get involved in it. I'm gonna leave you for right now, but I'll be back again. All right, I'm taking a video of this because I want to show it first on my phone to see who this here from. The NAACP, this is the national president of the NAACP, Derek Johnson. And I'm showing it on my phone because it's showing who it's from and who it's to. Because my computer gonna show from Derek Johnson, but it gonna say to me because it's on my computer. I want to show it to you now. I want to show you what he sent me. Okay, you see on the left hand corner got President Derek Johnson, NAACP, and to me. Now look what he's saying. Friend, please don't close this email. I just got off the phone with our finance team, and I have a critical update about our Get Out the Vote campaign. Now it say we've set the end of end of quarter goal of $125,000 so we can enlist thousands to volunteer as poll members, monitors, voting hotline staff, and canvassers across 22 states. Our deadline is tomorrow, and to be blunt, we've fallen behind. So I'm making a personal request of our top supporters like you. This is the president, the national president talking about like me. Okay, we will use this link to chip in 20 or whatever you can afford to help us close the gap. Then you see the little website. Your support will directly fuel our GoTV operation over the next 6 weeks. Thank you for keeping our work going. Derek Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP. Now here's the same man has the audacity to send me a personal email. Now I've been getting this from the financial part and every place else, but I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more in a minute. As I end this here, I want to say justice for who, baby girl?
Brian Lamar Johns.
Who is Brian Lamar Johns?
My brother.
Okay, your little brother, big brother?
Big brother.
Okay, is it suicide or homicide?
Homicide.
Homicide. All right, I'm going to say justice for my son, Brian Lamar Johns. I want you to take a good look at him. Look at my daughter, y'all. I guess she's running away there. My oldest daughter there, she didn't want to come in. No, you ain't even showing your sister down there. But anyway, I want you to take a good look at this here. This is something that my oldest daughter that just passed by, she made in remembrance of her brother, Brian. I don't think too many people have this here. This is how much I love my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. This is my son, probably about 6 months old. But this is what one of my neighbors, Derek Horton, airbrush man, here in Charleston, Missouri, made for my son. It say justice for Brian Lamont Johns. Rest in peace. 9/27/1975 to 3/19/2001. 2021, when somebody took his life. But yet the authorities want to say he committed suicide. All you have to do is take a good look at some of them YouTube videos that I put up, where his arm was in between a bar, balled up with money in it. Not only balled up with money in it, when it was pried open, when the coroner and all the police in Carbondale was there, the deputy coroner, and they took the money out of his hand and blood was on it, any legitimate, competent deputy coroner or coroner in the CSI personnel, they would have took that money with blood on it, whether it had blood on it or not. It's evidence. They would have put it in an evidence bag. But this deputy coroner put it in the body bag with my son's body. But it's a lot of other things that ain't right. I remember my son. I know he wasn't suicidal, but I'm gonna leave like this here. Peace, be still.